it's really hard to have a channel where you're supposed to be able to encourage people about losing weight and about feeling good about yourself when you don't feel good about yourself and you're not losing weight. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mindy, and please ignore the chinchilla in my chest. It's my microphone. It's very windy out here, and I just wanted to make sure y'all could hear me. This is my second attempt at filming this video this week. I'm filming because I owe you guys an update about what's been going on with me. Thanks so much to all of you who've been reaching out through comments and emails and DMs. I meant to send you guys kind of a note in the community section about why I wasn't putting up a video last week, but it's just been a really rough, month, but it's been a really rough couple of weeks. Richard, my husband, for those of you who are new to my channel, was laid off from work about a month ago. And since then, things really haven't been great. I've really been struggling a lot with the stress of losing his job and the reality that he's probably going to end up having to take a job that is going to take him away from home a lot more. My husband is a commercial truck driver, and we've been very fortunate in the last 5 years for him to have a job where he was home almost every night, which is a rarity in that industry. If you know, he's applied for every home every day, Monday through Friday, home on the weekend type job he can find, and he just can't. Either he can't get a call back at all, or when the recruiter contacts him, mysteriously those positions have been filled. Oh, but here's this other job where you're going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks to a month at a time, and then you'll be home for 2 to 3 days. It's just gotten more and more discouraging as the weeks have gone by. He had a call scheduled with a recruiter last Friday that got rescheduled to this Monday that we were both really excited about. And then once they contacted him, it was the same thing. Like, they had offered him a preliminary job offer for the position that he applied for. And then when they called him, it was, oh yeah, sorry, that position's already been filled, but here are these others that are way less pay and out way more and way less home time. I'm just not one of those people who's like, yeah, whatever, I'm cool not seeing my husband. I'm not cool not seeing my husband. He's my best friend. He tells me all the time, you're the only person I want to see every day. And I feel the same way. Sorry, Helios is barking at birds. So yeah, that's been really rough. And I haven't been coping with it very well. Every year, my husband and I go on a camping trip where we see people that we only really get to see once a year. And that trip is coming up next week. And we had an RV booked for months, like that we paid for months ago. Last week, they called us and told us that suddenly their RV was no longer available. So we were scrambling at the last second to try and find a replacement. And we finally did, but it was just additional unnecessary stress that just kind of got heaped on top of everything else. I've been talking to my dietitian because I really feel like I'm sliding into a depression, and kind of talk to her about like if there are foods that can support like coming out of a depression or help support better mood. And she did tell me some things that I didn't know. One of them is that 80% of your serotonin is produced in your gut. So a healthy gut microbiome is essential to good mental health. So there are some foods she told me that I could take that would help to increase serotonin production, and some other things that help to like balance mood and stuff like that. Apparently balanced blood sugar is really important with dopamine and norepinephrine production. So eating complex carbohydrates, regularly, not eating a bunch of sugar, which lately has been a thing, like eating the sugar. But I guess fermented foods like kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, stuff like that, it can be really helpful for your gut. Nuts, legumes, so beans, dairy, protein to help balance your blood sugar, and fiber, all of those things. So if you're somebody who struggles with mood, ADHD, stuff like that, those type of foods can have a positive effect on your mood. I'm doing my best to keep that in mind. Try to incorporate some of those foods into my diet now that I know that that's a thing. Honestly, y'all, it's all I can do just to not crash and burn at this point. And I hate that I'm allowing it to affect me as much as it is. And I've been spending a lot of time beating myself up about it, even though I know I shouldn't. I pretty much just have no motivation to take care of myself right now. And it's pretty bad. And so I've been embarrassed about coming on here and talking to you guys about that, especially after I just posted a video about how I stay motivated. It's really hard to have a channel where you're supposed to be able to encourage people about losing weight and about feeling good about yourself when you don't feel good about yourself and you're not losing weight. And I haven't been. And I just feel like such a hypocrite. And every time I put up one of these videos, I just brace myself for the loss in subscribers and the comments from people about how I just need to be okay. And I know the vast majority of you are so supportive, and that's not what I see from the majority of you, but it's not the support that sticks with me. It's the criticism, because I criticize myself. I mean, those are the voices that are just mirroring the things that I'm saying to myself, you know? So yesterday I colored my hair for the first time in a while to try and make myself feel better about myself. I'm just doing my best to hold on to the positive things. Earlier this week, we finally found out that Richard did get approved for unemployment, which we were concerned about because of the reason that his employer gave for terminating him, which was complete crap. But thankfully, unemployment didn't deem that as a reason to deny him unemployment. That at least takes a little bit of the pressure off. Richard is also in the process of getting his hazmat endorsement on his license, which will open up some fuel hauling opportunities that would mean that he would probably be able to stay home more often. A lot of the fuel hauling jobs are home every day, if not at least home on the weekends. And they pay a little bit better because they're more dangerous, because they're hazardous materials, you know, which I don't feel great about, but it's a sacrifice that we're willing to make if it means him being home more often. Anyway, I know that this video is really short and kind of depressing, but I didn't want to let you guys go another week without hearing from me so that you knew what was going on. Next week, we are going to go on that camping trip, so I probably am not going to be able to have time to post another video. I thank you guys so much for continuing to stick with me, even when I'm a mess. Because that's what I am right now. I'm a mess. And I don't really know how else to put it. I don't know how to get out of it. I'm just struggling, y'all. Thanks for being here. I'll see you guys in the next one.